Hey guys, it's Gray from DogSpeak. Does your dog suck at coming when called? Do they stare at you or slowly mosey their way towards you like they're in trouble? Or do they just flat out ignore you? If your dog does any of these, I may have a few tips that can supercharge this behavior for your dog. Now, a big reason I think I see this happen a lot is because we typically only call our dogs when we need them. They've been outside in the yard for a while and we call them inside to go to their crate so that we can leave for work. We call them to us to, cut their nails or get brushed or, all these things that our dogs aren't really excited to come to us for. And the next thing we need to make sure of is that our dog actually understands what we're expecting. Without a situational setup like us standing right at the back door or standing right next to the treat cabinet or, with a treat in our hand. We need our dogs to understand that when we call them, they need to come to us, no matter what's happening in the environment. And then lastly, the other reason I see that dogs don't come when called, is when the distraction is too high for your dog to make a choice. Sometimes when the distraction is in the backyard or at the park or wherever you might be, if those distractions might be too high, we really need to work on a long leash to ensure consistency. We have to be able to follow through, otherwise the dog will just start waiting us out and not really understand what we're asking for. So what do we do about it? How do we fix it? Well, the first thing we need to go back to is rewarding this behavior 100% of the time. Try not to ask your dog to come to you unless you have a reward to pay out after they do the behavior. Try not to bribe them. No rewards come out until they've made physical contact with you. They've come all the way to you. Secondly, let's try not to work on this when we need our dogs to come to us. Rather, work on this randomly throughout the day when you don't need your dog. In other words, you might randomly pop outside if your dog's in a fenced-in yard, walk outside, just tell them how good they are sometimes. And if they start walking towards you, oh, good job, you're doing so good, good come. Praise that, walk away. 5 minutes later, go back outside, ask them to come to you, lots and lots of praise, reward, let them go back out in the yard. I want them to understand that coming when called isn't the end to all the fun, which it typically is. Another thing I would do is, your dog probably comes to you throughout the day without you asking for it. So anytime you see your dog already coming towards you,
Jay, come.
Go ahead and reward that.
Good boy. Good boy. Jay, come.
You can even throw in the word come as they make their way towards you, since they're already doing it anyway. All we're doing is supercharging that word and making it really rewarding for our dog. If your dog is very play motivated, you might use a ball as the reward for coming when called. Play can always be the reward for things. It doesn't always have to be treats. If you still are dealing with a lot of distractions, then I would definitely recommend working this on a long leash first, and then slowly adding distractions. So give these tips a try over the next couple weeks and see what kind of progress you can make. I promise that if you reward come a lot and make it randomly throughout the day, you'll see a big improvement in your dog. If you still need help working on this, give us a call, shoot us an email, and we'll be more than happy to help you. In the meantime, check out our podcast, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for more help along the way. Until next time.